Epoxy part 2. Remember to use A and B because otherwise it's just a mess. Put the puddles next to each other. It's easier to measure that way. Hold both tubes over your mixing board, pointing toward each other, and start squeezing. Holding near the end gives you more control, so you want to hold near the end where it comes out. Start squeezing. One will come out faster. Stop and start on each tube until the puddles are even, and then stop. You can always mix more later. Small batches are less wasteful and easier to use. Mix the epoxy using a popsicle stick. Make small, fast circles, pushing the epoxy into one puddle. You'll know it's done when the epoxy is a uniform milky color throughout. You can then apply. Now, you have mixed the epoxy and 5 minutes to use it. That's way faster than you think. Waste is better than rushing, so just go at your pace. Pick up the epoxy from the puddle with the stick closer to the vertical so you have a bubble on the end. So little bubble on the end of your stick. When the epoxy starts to run out, you'll do a little differently once the flat side on the last quarter of the popsicle stick, so last 25% of your popsicle stick. Then wipe on the bottom edge and repeat the process. Use the epoxy once you are able. You will probably be nearing your 5 minutes if you're doing this. As soon as it starts to tack up, clean your stick on the edge of your board. There it is. Clean as a whistle. Nice little addition there, Matt. When applying epoxy, you will want to stay halfway between the parts. The epoxy will likely go on looking like this when you are done. Oh, if it is done properly. The bubbles at the edges of the glue fillet are from excess on the stick. If it is only going on the one side, then the angle of the stick may be off. So if you want to make sure, oh, where's my finger? There it is. That it's not doing that it is doing more like that. You've got the epoxy on both sides. You also might not have enough on the stick. You can push it around by wiping, but wiping it off would be better. Wipe with paper towel until the epoxy is down to smooth and improve. See there? Yep. So this is the angle that you're going to go for. Proper, slightly too much, move faster, or fill the stick less. So see the epoxy there. The bad angle, so you can see that the epoxy is only on one side. Let's see here. Inconsistent fill, so you want to make sure that you get the epoxy all the way through the connection points. Strong but messy, so you can see there's epoxy. Oh, epoxy on the other edges there. How did you get epoxy there? Yep, we'll just wipe it down. And this is the way that you want it to look. With the two pieces evenly glued together. And then, yeah, then you're good.